UFC 280, Oliveira versus Makhachev just took place last night. Or can I say, yesterday. It was in the morning for me. But we're going to go through the full card recap, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event, giving our reaction and breakdown for every single fight on the card, starting with the early prelim opener of... Let me take a deep breath real quick here. Karol Rosa versus Lena Landsberg. Karol Rosa won. She was the better fighter here. It was a majority decision because she landed an illegal knee and she got a point taken away. But overall, she was just the better fighter here, so she won. Good win from Karol Rosa. Lena Landsberg should quit. Moving on up the card, Muhammad Makayev versus Malcolm Gordon. Plus, Karol Rosa. Let's talk more about her. She's good. She's young, I think. Please don't be 31. 27, okay. And she's a good fighter. And Sarah McMahon kind of out-muscled her. So, yeah, good one from Karol Rosa. Moving on. Up the card, Muhammad Makayev versus Malcolm Gordon. Now, interesting. I don't think Muhammad Makayev is as good as we think he is. I think that Cody Durden fight 9 times out of 10 would go not that way. I wouldn't say Makayev would lose, but it wouldn't go the way it would, in my opinion. But man, he struggled a lot against Malcolm Gordon, man. Malcolm Gordon had moments at the end of rounds. At the end of round 2, I think he almost had a rear naked choke attempt. But I think Makayev kind of let him have that. Let's be real. I think Makayev kind of led him a little bit and kind of was like, all right, at the end of the round, this is not going to steal Gordon the round. I'm just going to get a slick finish in the third, and that's exactly what he did. Got a clutch third round armbar over Malcolm Gordon. It was a good slick armbar. He struggled lots. Like if Tim Elliott, I think Tim Elliott could figure him out if he's an underdog there. Tim Elliott wins. And round 1 with Makayev. Round 2, Malcolm Gordon's good, man. But yeah, there on the feet though, Makayev was freaking cocky. Malcolm Gordon arguably was winning the stand-up exchanges, landing wheel kick. He was really cocky on the feet. If Malcolm Gordon had more of a stand-up game, that could have been real dangerous for Muhammad Makayev. He had more power in his hands. And yeah, he was charging forward, trying to go for a KO blow, but Makayev was lucky it's Malcolm Gordon on the feet. So yeah, good win from Muhammad Makayev. But man, risky stuff. Moving on, up the card, Armen Petrosian versus AJ Dobson. Nothing much, really. Some people thought this was a robbery. I think Armen Petrosian should have won this. He was just kicking up and just wearing down AJ Dobson as the fight went on, and he won a 30-27 decision like I predicted. I said Dobson would use some grappling as well. And yeah, this exactly played out the way I thought it would. Damage-based scoring. You gotta give this fight to Armen Petrosian. Just beating him with damaging shots. And AJ Dobson went for the takedowns, got him, but Petrosian won the fight, in my opinion. So, good win for Armen Petrosian. Moving on up the card. Good win. Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov versus Gaziev. Another boring... This card, man, got better while it went on, but... Man, this card was a bit lackluster, but it was a crazy good card, but... It was crazy, but lackluster, but... Yeah, the card early on was kind of a bit of a dull one. Abu Bakar won with positional control. Gadzhi landed some shots early, but Abu Bakar was just a better fighter, better wrestler, better grappler, better everything, really. And Gadzhi's just complete garbage. Not a good fighter. I picked Abu Bakar. He won. I was really good at the card, by the way, in terms of predictions. Yeah, I picked Abu Bakar to win this one, and he won this one. Good win from Abu Bakar. Gassed out. They both gassed out. But Abu Bakar had a better pace, I guess. And yeah, I picked Abu Bakar, Petrosian, Makayev, Rosa, and I also picked Nikita Krylov. And he won against Oezdemir in a scrap. Great win from Nikita Krylov. Came back, showed better cardio. And Oezdemir, man, just isn't the same, is he? Dude used to be a savage coming up. He beat... Who would he beat to come up? Went to a split decision with OSP, but beat Serkinov, beat Manoa, fought Cormier and lost, fought Smith and lost, fought Reyes and arguably won, but lost still. Beat Latifi, arguably lost to Rakic. Lost to Prohaska, lost to Ankalaev, beat Craig, lost to Krylov. Like, it's an up and down career for Mr. Oezdemir, but yeah, it sucks that he lost this. But he beat Craig, I guess, which is a decent win, but yeah, Nikita Krylov looked good out there. Got rocked early, though. And it was a war scrap early on, but Nikita Krylov won it. Good stuff from Nikita Krylov. Really good stuff. He won it, got the job done. Called out Anthony Smith. Well, that's what I saw after on ESPN. And let's make that fight happen. He called out Oezdemir when he beat Gaziev. And then fought Oezdemir. Let's do him versus Anthony Smith. Fight night main event? No, I don't want to see that fight night main event. Let's do that. They put Smith versus Span in the main event, so I don't mind. Maybe do this on a pay-per-view? Maybe put this in... Honestly, I know it's off topic. The Perth card in Australia. Perfect timing. Let's do that then. They're both not from there, but who cares? Let's just put it on there anyways. That'd be a good fight added to the card. That'd be a good scrap. So let's make that fight happen. Good from Nikita Krylov getting this one done. He got it done in a scrap war. Moving on up the card. Baralho versus, or let's say this guy's name correctly. Baralho. I think this guy's name is Baralho versus Makhman Muradov. Oh, Muradov can win this fight, man. Even if Baralho won, not impressive. Baralho should have won this fight. This was even, let's be real, but Baralho can win round 1. I think round 1's the debatable, like the debatable round there. That's the even round. Like that's the decider round. Round decider. Round 3 I think was Baralho. Round 2 I think was Makhman Muradov. But man, yeah, Baralho won it, I guess. 30-27 scorecard's ridiculous. Could have lost the fight. But Baralho, he'll get exposed eventually. GM3 could beat him. Brad Tavares could beat him as well. These guys will beat him. Gregory Rodriguez would just lay him out cold, probably. Baralho, I don't think is good as people think he is. His grappling's good, but man, why are you getting out grappled by Makhman Muradov? Muradov must have had an injury against GM3 because his grappling's massively improved. Or something. He must have had staph infection or something. Something. But round 1 was close. Muradov landed shots, but Baralho landed shots. Even round. This should have been like an even fight. Baralho won, I guess. So good win from him. Moving on. Up the card. To the headliner of the prelims, which is Bilal Muhammad versus Sean Brady. Bilal won. I said he'd win, man. People were picking Brady as an underdog. I'm going to take this underdog in Sean Brady. And eventually, Sean Brady was the favorite. You know? And at the time when the fight was made, Bilal was the favorite. Oh, yeah, man. Bilal's just too good. I think he's smart and freaking good. He's a good fighter. People make fun of him. People don't like him. But Bilal's good, man. You have to give him the credit. He's a good fighter. Round 1 was clear Sean Brady. But Brady was picking him apart. Brady has good stand-up, man. I don't know what happened here. Brady had good stand-up. And, this was kind of remind me of, this fight, kind of reminds me of Derek Brunson versus Jared Cannonier in a way. Brunson's looking good, but all of a sudden, it's like he got rocked by a punch, but it didn't really. It was already just gas or something. That's what it reminded me of, in a way. Totally different fights. Two total different fights, but Brady was winning round 1. Round 1 was just outscaling Bilal on the feet, but Bilal came back and scrapped it out. And Brady said you wouldn't KO. Brady said you never got any KOs. Got a KO on you and took your O. Good one at the press conference, Sean Brady. But good win, Bilal, man. Really good win. Bilal versus someone. If they're gonna make Edwards Usman 3, Chimaev versus Covington, just stick around and do him versus the replacement backups for them both of those fights in case anything happens or fight Gilbert Burns. But I think they're going to Burns Masvidal. I think on Friday they're going to do that in Rio, but I think they're going to do that. So stick around below, be the replacement backup for that card. And I think Chimaev Covington will be the co-main event of Usman versus Edwards versus Usman 3. So good win from Bilal. Moving on up the card, I knew Brady was just not. I didn't think Brady was good, and this just proved it over the top. But this just proved it. Moving on up the card to the main card, Manon Fiorot versus Caitlin Chookagian. Fiorot won. I thought Chookagian would grapple a little bit here and there, but instead it was Fiorot mixing in the grappling, which is something to see. I mean, Chookagian should have grappled here. I mean, she can grapple, but Manon just outstruck her. Last 2 rounds especially. Round 1's close, but I think you can have an argument for scoring it for Fiorot. Chookagian can win it though, but Fiorot can also win it. Yeah, good win from Manon Fiorot. Really good win. It was a good performance. Let's not rush her to Shevchenko. Shevchenko will figure it out, because Manon Fiorot's good on the feet. But first off, Shevchenko could grapple her. That's a problem. Fiorot, she could get taken down. That could be something. Fiorot could get grappled. But then again, she could get figured out on the feet by Shevchenko, because Fiorot's really simple, let's just say. And she has simple stuff. It's not like Shevchenko has to fear like a head kick KO. Oh no, but it's not like Shevchenko has to fear that. But yeah, I think Shevchenko beats her. Let's do Fiorot versus Grasso in the meantime. Shevchenko versus Nunes or Santos in a rematch. Let's do it. Chookagian, whatever. Fight freaking Misha Tate. If Tate's still there, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Moving on. Up the card. Beneil Dariush versus Mateusz Gamrot. Picked Gamrot and Dariush, man. Underrated performance. Gamrot, I think, broke his hand in round 1. Because he was just trying to stretch out his thumb, see if it's good, see if it's in good condition. But it just clearly wasn't. But I think Beneil was legit, the guy on the card. Outside of the main event and co-main event and Bilal's fight and O'Malley's. Beneil was just sliding down. People didn't even need him. I think people forgot about his win. But Beneil, man, looked underrated against Gamrot. Looked good out there. Landed some shots on Gamrot and rocked him in round 3. Dropped him in round 3. He dropped him with a big punch. But Beneil won round 3. Won round 2 based off the bigger shots and more of the significant strikes and maybe the harder shots as well. And round 1, I think it was Gamrot. But again, you have an argument for saying Dariush. Dariush's takedown defense is something. This is why I want to see him versus Makhachev if Makhachev passes Volk. That's why I want to see that fight. Because Dariush is something. He's a very good fighter, Dariush. A good win from Beneil Dariush. He won. Sucks for Gamrot, but Gamrot will be back. Gamrot's how old? I want to say 31. Fuck, he's almost 32. We'll get a win over freaking Fiziev in the meantime or something. Or Gaethje. Do something. Where the hell is Gaethje, man? Sitting around like a freaking idiot. I don't know. Fight Poirier. No, fight Chandler. No, you can't do that. Can't do that at all. We'll see what they're going to do. I'd say do Dariush Oliveira, though. I'm now thinking about it. Dariush versus Oliveira. In the meantime, while Volk fights Makhachev. That's what you do. I'd say. Gamrot can fight. I don't know who you fight. A loser or someone. Maybe if Chandler loses to Poirier, you can do Chandler Gamrot on the main card of a pay-per-view. Who knows? Moving on up the card. Sean O'Malley versus Petrosian. You have to. I already broke down the fight. You can go see it on the channel. I already have an individual not prediction. I did that earlier. But individual reaction and breakdown. You can go check it out. It's 17 minutes long, but It's a good video. You should go check it out. It's me explaining how Yan should have won. But, yeah, I'm not going to go... I think Yan won, but overall, I want to explain how good the fight was. It was a good fight. The moments in this fight was good. If they just had Yan gain the win, it would have been good. But, man, for some reason, it kind of ruins it at the end there. Kind of ruins it. Because O'Malley O'Malley won when he shouldn't have. You know? Really annoying. O'Malley, good win. But O'Malley, it was a good fight, man. Back and forth. O'Malley looked better than what I expected anyways. Don't think he won, but he still made it close. I don't think it was good enough for him to beat Petrosian, but man, O'Malley is good, though, man. He is good. Like, he should fit in the top 5. For sure. Like, underneath, like, he probably, like, I think he should be around Sandhagen level. Like, let's be real. O'Malley probably beats TJ. I'll put that out there. O'Malley probably beats TJ. TJ could grapple with him. But at this point, I think O'Malley probably KOs him on the feet. Yan has a solid chin, and O'Malley cracked him. O'Malley's legit. I don't think he's good enough, though, to beat guys like Petrosian. I don't think he won, but O'Malley's good, man. You gotta give it to him. But Yan is a killer and a Terminator. So good win from both of them. I thought Yan won, though. Moving on up the card. Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. I actually didn't break this one down individually because it was kind of quick and there's not much to really break down, but TJ hurt his shoulder and popped out his shoulder in round 1. And I was like, fuck. And we have to deal with Aljo for 6 freaking months. Another 6 months of Aljo. Frick, man. It sucks. But, yeah. Aljo looked good, man. I kind of wish this was... Like, I don't like this, because I kind of wish Aljo won impressively, and he did. But finish him in round fucking 1. Okay? You didn't even finish him. Aljo was trying to go for the finish. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to see what TJ would do on the ground. But, man, lynch in a rear naked choke, or lock in a rear naked choke, and finish him. You idiot. Stop making it go into round 2. And Aljo won. Aljo's a beast. He won. Wasn't his fault at all. It wasn't his fault at all. But, I'm not going to say this was, like, it's going to be, like, there should be a no contest like the other runs. Like, this was a bit different. This was, like, a pop-in. It wasn't like McGregor broke his leg against Poirier. That's way different. I mean, you can't just, pop your shin bone back in. No, fight's over. That should be a no contest right there. But this was a title fight. It was a different injury. TJ apparently had it. He broke it. He popped out 20 times in sparring, and says he just wanted to get this fight done and over with, because you don't want to keep the division holding the division up. And yeah, I didn't want this to get cancelled and delayed again. But it would have been more interesting. But it's good from TJ, man. He sacrificed himself. He sacrificed himself for the whole division. To be honest with you, if I can say that correctly. Sterling wins, though. It's a good one from Sterling. Annoying Fortnite dancing after. Gets it done. Good one from Sterling. Moving on. Up the card. To the main event. Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira. I broke this one too on the channel as well, so you can go check it out. But, Makhachev wins. It's sad, man. Because all of it, it's just, the spark is done. So the spark is over. You know, when a champion loses and tries to get the belt back and gets the belt back probably, the spark is done. It's like Figueiredo. After he lost to Moreno, it was, even though he got the belt back, spark is lit out. If Yan got the belt back after the Aljo, I don't know. Because Yan, the first fight was weird, but if Yan got the belt back again now, spark is out. It's just not the same. You know? And it's just Oliveira, man. It sucks because Makhachev just sparked him out, and not the way where you're knocked out, but where the spark is done, the championship spark, pew, it's gone. Will never come back. And Makhachev just gained that. He just gained Oliveira's new spark. If you get what I'm saying, but whatever. Makhachev wins. Calls out Volkanovski. Volkanovski comes in the cage. They're respectful. Good stuff. Perth, Australia. Main event possibly. Yeah, it's probably going to be the main event. Let's be real. It's a super fight. You wouldn't want to put that as the freaking co-main event. But yeah. Makhachev wins. Looks dominant against Oliveira. Yeah, Oliveira versus Dariush. Makhachev versus Volkanovski. And Oliveira Dariush can be, I don't know, on the same card probably. Why not? Why not? Why can't they just go to Australia? Like, let's do it on the same card. Oh no, January card, pay-per-view. It could be too soon for Olives, but he got dropped one time. Brutally, but not really. And got arm triangled. He didn't take much damage. Yeah, let's turn both of them around for the Brazil card. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And if Oliveira beats Dariush, everyone will be back on him. I like Olives. I think he's one of my favorite fighters. I don't know if he is after that, because the Makhachev fight, even though he lost to Makhachev, it still was not the best of fights. But yeah, good win from Oliveira. Good win from Makhachev. Yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is the full card recap for UFC 280. Oliveira versus Makhachev. And yeah, peace.